40.
It's time.
Don't try to be heroes. There is no shame in running.
Yeah. It's, I mean, in some ways it's that funny thing of like, I don't know, I have a younger sibling, but like, you know, they kind of get stuck at an age in your mind. And I feel like, you know, all the kids are technically adults now, but like in my mind, I feel like they're still 14 or something. But they have really, I mean, they've blossomed into just like really cool people and very talented actors. And it's been really such a sort of like a special experience to kind of watch them all grow up through this.
Yeah, it's funny. I think, you know, not quite, but by the time we finish, it'll have been, they'll almost be the same age as we are when we started the show. So that's, you know, it is. But you know, this season as well, we shot in Albuquerque. We're normally in Atlanta, so it was like me, Noah, Finn, and Millie, and I spent more time this year hanging out with them than I've ever done, and it did feel, the bonds were really strong, and definitely feels like a big brother vibe sometimes. Broken, I think. On the last day I was filming, it'll be just overwhelming, and I don't know, you know, sometimes these things hit you. I was, you know, thinking about this when you get like, when you don't realize it's happened. I imagine that it'll be like kind of sad, and then, you know, it's not going to hit you for a while. You don't realize what's happened. I can definitely see that happening. Yeah. Where you'll be like a bit numb and be like, okay,
just hold it in.
And then like, you know, I guess it's nice because you have to, you know, you do shoot it and then you release it, but it will be a crazy thing, you know.
I feel like everybody, you know, we're very aware of it, so I think everybody's going to be feeling very just present next season, really just kind of, you know, enjoying every single bit of it. Because, you know, filmmaking, especially when you're filming for very long, you know, there are days where you're like, oh no, not another take, or like, you know, just all the little bits of it, or like, you know, that you can really take for granted when you're shooting for so long. But I feel like next season is going to feel so important, and like every little thing I think is going to be, you know, like a special.
I'm grateful.
Special,
We're a team, friends. But it's gonna be up to us again.
Go! Drive!
You know, wow. I mean, hopefully they're alive.
Yeah.
You know?
Alive, healthy.
I think
all go to therapy.
they all need to go to therapy. Closure. I think I've been saying, I keep repeating this, but some closure with Jonathan, with his mother. So much has happened from where we first saw them in the season to now.
Also, all the parents.
Yeah, all the parents.
Like you know, it's getting. I feel like all the goings on this season are pretty hard to hide. You know, just curious what they're thinking about it all. But closure, I think, is. I mean,
well, it's kind of unraveled to us as we go. So, you know, it was never like we had the full arc, but
season by season.
But the vision was always very clear from the very beginning. They sent us this lookbook and exactly how the tone was, and they had these movie references, and they put together like a like they call it a sizzle reel, and it's basically like clips of loads of films put together to make like a pretend trailer for how the season would feel. And I remember watching it, you know, you're doing loads of auditions at the time, and this came in and it was so specific, you know, and it was like, it was amazing. It was like, wow, this is so cool, and it just shows like their vision for what it was going to be was so strong right from the season. So It was great, and as an actor, when you have all that information, it was so nice to be like, you kind of know exactly what you're diving into, and for everyone, for the crew, you know, for hair and makeup, it was like their vision was so solid.
Well, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we don't normally have the answer to a lot of questions of like, how does it end, or what's going to happen next season, because the Duffers are pretty tight-lipped. But I don't think anybody really wants spoilers, you know?
Yeah. It's like, why? I mean, even my family, like nobody asks me, you know. I get, and some of the fan theories are pretty cool though. When you hear about them, and I guess that's kind of. The passion that the fans have for the show.
Yeah, the thought that goes into some of those series.
They're like detectives out there.
Yeah.
And it is cool to see when you're like, well, they really, and sometimes they're close. They're very close, and you're like,
It's a good guess.
Suscríbete y entérate de todo.